Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Victor the Magician, and as always, you're watching, well, me. Our deck of the day, before we get started on this rather wonderful little card trick, are Artilect. Now, as you can see, the Artilect design sort of incorporates a combination of highly symmetrical geometric images and sort of circuitry-like designs, bringing the elements and elegance of the 1920s to the digital age. And they're a beautifully designed deck of cards. I'm going to use them to do something rather interesting. I'll lower the camera and we can just jump right in without any preamble necessary. First of all, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Obviously the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. I also have, from our Artilect deck, a variety of indifferent cards. Oops, let's put that one the right way around. Now the aces in this particular deck have a rather interesting property. They can disguise themselves as part of a packet of ordinary cards. I'll show you what I mean. Let me take 3 cards off the top of our pack of indifferent cards here, and let me also take our first ace, the ace of clubs. Now, if I pass the rest of the cards over the ace of clubs, something rather interesting happens. It becomes just an ordinary card, indistinguishable from the other indifferent number cards. There we are, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, not a single one of them an ace. We'll do the same for the next packet of 3 cards. And of course, let me see, our ace of hearts. Observe, we pass the other cards over the ace of hearts, and the ace of hearts becomes just another number card, leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4 number cards, not one of which is an ace. We'll do the same for the next packet of 3 cards, plus, of course, let's go with the ace of diamonds next. There we are. Once again, we pass our ordinary cards over the ace of diamonds, give it a flick, and it becomes just an ordinary number card, leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4 number cards and not a single ace amongst them. Which obviously just leaves these 3 number cards and our ace of spades. There we are. Pass the ordinary cards over the ace of spades, give it a flick, and it transforms itself. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 number cards and not a single ace amongst them. So as you can see, what we have now is just basically a mixture of cards, some of which are aces in disguise. And what I'm going to try to do for the finale of this trick is find the aces. Let's see, if we just deal down the cards like this. Into 4 more packets. Now, assuming I've done this properly, one of these packets should be the aces, but there's no way of knowing exactly which one. Now, under normal circumstances, what I would do is I would have a spectator pick one of these packets of cards to see if they could intuit which packet contained the aces. Unfortunately, we don't have any spectators here, so I'm just going to have to pick one of these packets at random, and I'm going to do that by just whenever I stop talking, whichever packet my fingers point out, we're just going to use that one. So I guess we'll be using this packet here. Okay? So let's see if we've gotten it right. Now, I really did choose that packet at random. There was no cheating involved. It's just as though a spectator would have chosen it. It's just as it would be if a spectator had chosen it. So let's see if there are any aces in this packet of cards here. Keep an eye out for any cards that might be aces. Did you see any? Well, that must mean that our packet over here, rather than our packets over here, our packet over here must be the aces. Let's have a look, shall we? Now, at first glance, those don't appear to be the aces either, but you have to remember that the aces are in disguise. And in order to reverse the disguise, we have to reverse the process of what we did at the beginning of the trick. So if I pass all the rest of the cards over those 4 cards and deal them down like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then give my fingers a click here, 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 and here, we should now have those 4 cards transformed back into the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Spades, and the Ace of Diamonds. And just to prove to you there's no cheating, you can see that all of these cards are just the same in different number cards that we started with. It's a rather interesting little experiment than that. I have to admit I have absolutely no idea why the aces disguise themselves like that. It's interesting to watch though, isn't it? I've been Victor the Magician, and I'll see you next time for more magic.